Los Angeles Lakers are looking to make moves as people like Caldwell Pope, Rajon Rondo, Anthony Davis, they're all opting out of their deal. A lot of them are coming back. KCP is going to test the market. He feels that confidently about himself, which I don't blame him. You know, at this point, you already got a chip. You got to get your money. You have to get your money. Your career is not that long. The thing that everybody's saying is, all right, who are we going to bring in? LeBron is trying to persuade Rob Pelinka and company to go after Chris Paul. I think CP3 is, what is it, his 16th season as well? It's going to be a 17th, 18th season or something like that. Magic Johnson said, hey, we want Luka Doncic, which I would love to see if the Lakers could pull off, but the Dallas Mavericks aren't going to let that happen. They're not going to let that happen. Mark Cuban is a shrewd operator, and this happened years ago when Dirk was a free agent. Kobe actually called Dirk Nowitzki and said, hey, if you want to come to LA, we would love to have you. I know that you're not going to go anywhere, but this is just a courtesy call. I had to do it. Dirk was like, I know, man, but I'm not going anywhere. Once you get into that Mavs organization, you don't want to leave. It's like very, very difficult to say you want to get out of there, especially if you're a star player, because he takes care of you, private planes just for personal usage. Mark Cuban was one of the first the owners to actually start feeding both teams. So let's just say it's like a holiday or playing a Thanksgiving game or just dinner in general. He would feed both teams. Just so he's one of those owners, he gets it. He's ahead of his time in terms of how to treat players, player power, and treating your stars really well. He's ahead of it. So if they can keep Luka, of course they're going to. Now CP3 is interesting because if he has a big contract, so the Lakers are gonna have to try to do some pieces, and then his health is always can come into question. He had a healthy season last season, but hamstrings, stuff like that. He broke his hand in one playoff run a couple of years ago against Portland. So that's always going to come into play. You know, is CP3 going to be healthy, and what kind of version are you going to get? Because CP3, the floor general, especially like if you're looking at CP3 to be a starting point guard, and you got Rondo, there is no drop-off at your point guard position. But even if let's just say CP3 just comes off the bench, if he's willing to accept that role. Let's just say he comes off the bench. LeBron, you got plug in CP3. There's no drop-off there. That's something to explore. But the thing that I'm really excited for the Lakers, like, in terms of their next move, is that two-guard position. And I've heard rumblings that they are really looking into trying to get Bradley Beal. If the Lakers could pull Bradley Beal from the Wizards, now that would be something that really sets the bar high. Because Bradley Beal, not only can he defend, he can shoot the basketball, make wide open shots, spread the floor, create off the dribble. Now you'll have three guys that can create off the dribble, can shoot a shot here and there. Well, I'm not going to count really LeBron all the time, but Anthony Davis and Bradley Beal, yes, more consistently, and just command double teams. Can you imagine Bradley Beal getting hot, like scoring 30, 36, commands that double team, and now he's passing it into Anthony Davis or, LeBron James? Just think of the chaos that would cause. But you got to love it because the Lakers are not being complacent. They understand they won the title, but they understand everybody's coming back better. So they are saying we are trying to shake things up and make moves that can make us competitive. And the way LeBron James was talking to that NBA trophy, saying, you know, you've been cheating on me, you've been cheating on me. It seems like he's trying to say that he's trying to run the table again next year and the year after that. He wants to have make this run a multiple championship run to end his career, and I don't blame him. You know, at this point in your career, that's something he hasn't done. He hasn't three-peated. If he could pull this off, and the Rob Pelinka could get guys to plug and play, and now free agents are understanding now. The Lakers, this is not the Lakers of a few years ago. This is not the Lakers where Paul George turned them down and Kevin Durant wanted to take a meeting and Kawhi Leonard didn't want to come here. This is the Lakers, the Kobe Lakers. This is the Shaq Lakers. This is, Magic Johnson Lakers, where you want to come here and play. Not just for the women, weed, and weather, but you want to come and play for the Lakers. Hoops Junction, Hoops, please, like, comment, and subscribe.